continuous. If function is continuous, then it will satisfy this criteria. That is the meaning. This is not the definition of continuity. This is one property of a continuous function. So if function is continuous from the domain D to R, and x naught is a point in the domain where you want to say the function is continuous or not. Suppose it is given that point function is continuous. Then if you take any sequence xn which will converge to that point, then its image f of xn will also converge to f of x naught if function is continuous. So that is called the sequential criteria of continuity. That means the continuous function, every continuous function satisfies this criteria. So I will just write what is the meaning of this. Suppose xn converging to x naught, this is valid only for the continuous function. Then its image, that image will also converge to f of x naught if function is continuous. So xn converging to x naught, that means limit of xn equal to x naught. That is the meaning. And fxn converging to fx naught means limit n tends to infinity f of xn equal to f of x0 in form of the limit I wrote. So from here, if you put x0 is here, this one, then what we will get? Limit n tends to infinity f of xn equal to f of that means if function is continuous, then we can put limit inside. That is only valid in for the continuous function. If function is not continuous, we cannot do it. That means limit can go inside the function if function is continuous. So whatever L'Hopital rule we are applying for the sequence, that is valid because we are taking log both side and then we are taking the limit and then anti-log, because log is a continuous function. So that's why L'Hopital rule is valid for sequence after defining the function, because it is continuous function. If it is not continuous function, then we can never use that L'Hopital rule for sequence convergence. So
Sir,
now what is the, yes?
Sir, can you please explain once again this statement?
Yeah, I'm saying if any sequence goes to the, suppose 1 by n converging to 0, then if you find the function f of 1 by n, it will converge to f of 0. That limit will be f of 0 if function is continuous. So sequence goes to where its image will also goes to f of that. Any sequence is given, suppose any sequence like xn goes to x naught, its image f of xn will goes to f of x naught if function is continuous. If function is not continuous, then definitely it will not satisfy. So whatever criteria is given, this criteria is used the first that function is continuous. This criteria is assuming that function is continuous. So what is the advantage of this criteria? If you want to prove that some function is not continuous, this criteria is very useful for that. To disprove that function is not continuous, that means if function is not continuous, that will not satisfy this property. Like if you have a sequence, you will find its image, it is not going to the f of x naught. Then you will say that that function is not continuous by sequential criteria of continuity.
Sir, what is D?
D is the domain of a function where function is defined. So like suppose this function is given, can you tell this function is continuous or not continuous at x equal to 1?
Not continuous.
Not
This
continuous.
function is not continuous at
Not
x equal to
continuous.
Discontinuous.
yeah, it is discontinuous at x equal to 1.
Continuous.
So suppose we want to prove this, it is discontinuous, then how we will prove?
Limit.
Will be
Yeah,
Using
limit.
limit before
give me
1.
one. So give me
LHS
a,
not equal to RHS.
yeah, left hand
Excel.
limit is not equal to right hand limit, so this function is
Not
not
continuous.
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 So but sometime you cannot calculate the left hand limit and right hand limit easily. In this question you can calculate. I will show some question. There is very difficult. So can you give me a sequence which will converge to 1, because we have to check that the function is continuous at x naught or not. So x naught is 1 here, we want to check. Can you give me a sequence which will converge to 1? Any example of a sequence?
1 plus 1 by n.
x by x plus 1.
4x cube
So
plus 3 by 3.
1
4x
plus 1
cube
by
by
n.
plus 3.
This sequence will converge to 1 or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
One.
Yes, sir.
So if f,
No.
so what is the limit of this? It will goes to 1 as n tends to infinity.
Yes.
So this sequence is definitely converging to 1. So what is f of xn? That means f of 1 by n, 1 plus 1 by n. We have the function definition. So can you tell me what is f of 1 plus 1 by n?
3 into 1 plus 1 by n plus 2.
2.
1 plus 1 by n. That means we have to
1
replace
plus
x by 1
1
plus
plus
1
n
by
upon
n.
3. 2n plus 1 by n
Okay.
plus 1.
Plus 1.
2n plus 1 by n plus 1.
5 by 3 plus 5 plus 3 by n. And
5 plus 3 1.
4
Whatever
times
you are
1 plus
saying,
1 by n whole square.
yes,
4 into 1 plus 1 by n
because 1 plus 1 by n is greater than 1.
greater than 1.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it will give this whole square. So here xn goes to 1. Fxn goes to, what is the limit?
4.
4.
4.
4.
So now I will write just summary. Xn is a sequence that is 1 plus 1 by n. We assume it is going to 1. What is f of xn? It will goes to 4. Is 4 is equal to f of 1 or not? What is f of 1? The value of function at 1.
4.
4. So for any continuous function, if xn goes to 1, f of xn goes to f of 1. So can we say this function is continuous or not?
Yes, sir.
No. Because if function
Because
is
it is
continuous,
divergent.
It
if
depends
function
upon
is
the domain.
continuous, then only this property holds. But if function is not continuous, we cannot say anything. This property hold means we cannot say anything about it is continuous or not. But if this property will not hold for any sequence, then definitely this is not continuous. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, it is written for every sequence that will hold. That what we did, we checked only for one sequence. It is valid. But if for every sequence it should be hold. So if we have to prove it is discontinuous, we have to find a sequence such that this property will not hold only for a single sequence. Then we will say that this function is not continuous. Yes or no? So now I will give one example of a sequence where this property will not hold. And that is very easy to do. Just I am proving this one by taking this one, because if you take 1 minus 1 by n, then that definition will follow by this 3x plus 2, because it is less than 1. And in this case we will not get 4. That means 3x value is 1 minus 1 by n plus 2. And what is the limit of this? F of xn goes to n tends to infinity, it will go to 5, which is not equal to f of 1. So that means this function is not continuous by sequential criteria. Is it clear? That means you have to produce a sequence such that this property is not valid. If you are able to find one sequence, then function is not continuous. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this example I will do a little bit later, question number 2. Come to question number 3. You have to show that this function is not continuous at x equal to 0. That means we need a sequence. So what is f of 0? We need a sequence xn which will converge to 0. Then we have to show that f of xn will also goes to f of 0 for continuity. This property will not valid. So we need to create a sequence. If we are able to create a sequence, then we will say that this function is not continuous. And f of 0 is, in this example, at x equal to 0, the function value is 0. So we need a sequence xn which will go to 0, but its function value will not goes to 0. So we need to create a such function. Such sequence. So can you create a sequence which will goes to 0, but its functional value will not goes to 0. That means xn goes to 0, but fxn doesn't goes to f of 0. then this function is not continuous at x equal to 0. So tell me the value of the sign which is the point where the value of sign is not 0, where we don't want 0. Forget about sine 1 by x. Can you tell me the point where sine is 0? The sine
N
function
pi.
is
Zero.
Sign 0.
Sine
Zero. Sine 0.
yeah.
Sine 0.
So when x equal to n pi, then sine n pi is 0. We know. Can you give me the point where sine value always 1?
n pi by 2.
N pi by
2n plus 1 pi
N
by
pi
2.
by 2.
And
Pi by 2.
2n plus 1 pi by 2.
2n plus 1 pi by 2.
By 2.
Sine is always 1.
4n plus
2n
1 pi by
1 pi
4
by
4n plus 1 pi by 2.
4n plus 1 pi by 2.
Sine 4n plus 1 pi by 2. It is always 1 or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What you can take even some value
Yes,
which will
sir.
take minus 1. So this will give idea. We don't want 0. So what will do? It is written 1 by x. So if this is 1 by x, what is the value of x? Like 4n plus pi by 2 is x, 1 by x, then what is the value of x? So we'll create a sequence xn. This is the sequence 2 by pi 4n plus 1. What is the limit of this sequence? The limit of
0.
this sequence is
0
0.
0.
0.
0.
Okay, now we'll calculate what is f of xn by this f of xn, because this 2 by this is non-zero number, so f of xn will be sine 1 by x. That means this value will give sine 1 by xn, f of xn. That means it will give 2 by pi times 4n plus 1, and that will always give 1,
1.
which is not equal to 0. So that means this function is not a continuous function.
Continuous.
So just see this example. This function takes value 1 when x is rational. It takes value 0 if x is irrational. And so that the function is nowhere continuous. That means there does not exist any point where this function is continuous. So how to show that? So we'll come to that question later. First see what is the limit definition, like left hand limit and right hand limit. Can anyone tell what is the limit? Give me one point where I want to calculate. Suppose 1. 1 plus f of x will be what? 1 minus f of, yeah, so what is the value of this for this function?
1.
1 plus will be what?
0.
How? What is written here? If x is a rational number, its value is 1. If x is a irrational number, its value is 0.
So we can't say.
And it is written 1 plus. Yeah, that's why it is written 1 plus.
We cannot say, sir.
So 1 plus
Cannot
means
say. We cannot
We
whatever.
cannot say, sir.
So this left hand, right hand limit.
Irrational, sir.
Yeah, so it depends. It is irrational or irrational. Even if you know x, 1 is rational, but 1 plus something is rational or irrational, we don't know. So we cannot say it is 1 or 0. But what we are sure that this value will definitely come either 1 or 0. But what value will come, we don't know. So we cannot say it is 1 or 0. So now what we will do, to prove that this function is not continuous, we will use the sequential criteria. See, what we will do, we'll create a sequence of a rational number. If you create a sequence of a rational number, its value is always 1. But what will create a sequence of rational number which will converge to the irrational number, then its value will be 0. So 1 is not equal to 0. So can you give me a sequence of a rational number which will converge to irrational number?
GIF of n alpha by n.
Plus 1 by n.
N alpha by
Al-
n. Step of n alpha by n.
Of n alpha by n.
Yes. So what we'll do, we'll create a sequence of a rational. So what we'll do in two part. First we'll find the limit at rational point, and then we'll check that at irrational point it will be continuous or not. So I want to let x naught is a rational number. Then give me a sequence which will converge to rational sequence which will converge to x naught. Give me example of a rational sequence, irrational sequence which will converge to x naught. Give me a sequence xn,
X naught plus 1 by n.
irrational sequence. That means x naught plus square root 2 by n.
Root 2 by n. Root
This will definitely converge to x naught. Yes or no? Now what is f of xn? That
Yes.
means its image. What is f of xn? Because xn is irrational number, so f of xn
Zero.
will be 0.
1.
What is f of x naught?
1.
Because x naught is a rational number, so f of x naught will be
1.
1. So is f of xn goes to fx naught? Yes or no? The answer is no, because it is constant sequence 0. It will never goes to 1. So that means it is not satisfying this. F of xn doesn't goes to f of x0. So that means for every rational number, this function is not continuous. So this implies that f is not continuous at x. F is not continuous at x0 belongs to rational number. That means for every rational, this function is not continuous. Now we'll do for irrational.
Sir, 1 second, sir.
Yes.
1 second, explain, sir. I could not understand, sir.
See, for irrational value is 0, for rational value is 1. So what we will do, you have two choice. First, create a rational sequence which will goes to irrational, or reverse. Create a irrational sequence goes to rational. Right? So here what we did, here we took x naught is a rational. That means we need a irrational sequence which will goes to rational. So this is the irrational sequence. It is going to rational number x0. Xn goes to x0, but f of xn is not going to f of x0, because f of xn goes to 0, but f of x0 is going to 1, which is not same. That means this is not continuous at any rational number.
Sir,
Now
I
we-
cannot exactly know about function, sir. What is function here?
Which function?
Sir, f of xn, where we put xn values?
Yeah, f of xn is this much. This is the irrational quantity or rational quantity.
Yes, sir.
If it
Yes,
is-
sir. I got it. Now I heard it.
So depending on
And
that,
then-
I will decide it is 1 or 0.
Yes, sir. When
So-
xn
so
is here,
still-
irrational, but x0 is irrational. So
Ras-
that's why
rational.
1 and that's why 0.
Yes. So now this is not completed. This is proved for only rational number. Now I will take a irrational number. So the case 2. x0 belongs to irrational number, or q complement, or r minus q. So give me a rational sequence, because r minus q irrational value is 0. Now we need a rational sequence which will goes to x naught. So give me a rational sequence which will converge to x naught.
Step
Box
of
of
nx
n
naught
alpha
by
by
n.
n.
step
Yes.
of nx naught by n.
And x naught, this box divided by n.
By n.
This will definitely goes to x naught. But what is the image of this f of xn? Because it is rational number, its value will come 1. But f of x0 is 0, because it is irrational number, so both are not equal. That means this function is nowhere continuous, neither at rational point nor at irrational point. So this function is not at all continuous at any point by sequential criteria of continuity. So now what about the question number 5? Is this function is continuous?
So once again explain that last one, and I didn't understand that.
Here I took irrational number, and I took the rational sequence which will converge to irrational number x0. Because it is rational, its value is 1. Because it is irrational, its value is 0, which is not equal. So that means this function is not continuous. So now what about this? Is this function is continuous?
No, sir, discontinuous.
So how will prove? The same we'll use. We will assume a point x naught, suppose belongs to rational number, then we'll create a sequence that is irrational number. So this sequence goes to x0. So what is the value of f of xn in this case, and what is the value of f of x0?
X.
So at xn, what f of xn will be what?
Minus x. Minus
X.
F of x0 will be minus x0.
Yes.
It is plus x0 because it is a rational number. At rational value will be f of x equal to x if x is a rational number. If x is irrational number, what will be the value?
Minus X.
Minus of that. That means minus of x0 plus square root 2 by n. Is this will converge to this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes,
One
sir.
is giving minus x0, it is x0. Is minus x0 and x0 are same?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
So
No,
f
sir.
xn not converging to f x0 only when if x0 is not equal to 0. Because if it is 0, then both are same. So at x0 equal to 0 except this, that means that 0 cannot be rational number. That rational except that rational, this function is not satisfying this criteria. That means this function is discontinuous at all points except 0. Because if you put 0, this x0 is 0. Here it is also 0. This is minus 0 plus 0, both are same. Yes or no? So at 0 we don't know. We will check later. Now we'll take the irrational number. X0 is a irrational number like previous we did, and in that case we'll create a sequence by x0. So please someone notice whose mic is on and just tell me later in my chat box so that I can do something for that person. In that case f of xn is a irrational number. So this is rational, the value will come only this xn, that is nothing but this number, and f of xn. So can anyone tell whose mic is on this one? So it is rational number. So according to the definition, if it is rational, the value will remain same, that is x. So that's why I wrote this one, n x0 by n. Now x0 is rational number, its value will come minus x0. So this will give minus x0, and this will converging to x0, which is not same as minus x0. So this function is discontinuous for every irrational number because 0 cannot be rational number. So for all irrational number, this function is discontinuous. For all rational number except 0, this function is discontinuous. So anyone have any doubt up to this? Tell me. Now we'll prove that at x equal to 0, it is continuous or not. So at x0, what is the value in this case? At x0, function is x equal to 0 is the rational number. Then what is the value? Yeah, what is the value of that function is 0, because 0 is the rational number. So by this definition, the value will come 0. Even if we take any sequence irrational to rational, it is minus x, that will also give the minus 0, that means 0. So that means whatever sequence you will choose, it will always give equal value for 0. So for all sequence, this is continuous.
So can you please tell this again?
What? Yes. So I will just write. So here x and minus x is given. Now I want to prove that for all sequence, not only one sequence, for every sequence. So suppose xn is a sequence. going to 0. We have to prove that it is 0. Then what we have to show that this implies that f of xn will also goes to f of 0 or not, and f of 0 will know it is 0. For continuity, it will true for every sequence. So I am not taking an example of a sequence. I am proving for any sequence. Any sequence means xn is arbitrary sequence. Xn can be anything. That proof will work whatever I am going to write to just now. So first you can take rational sequence, another you can take irrational sequence. So let xn is a rational sequence. So if it is rational sequence, then what is the value of f of xn? So for rational value will be x. So tell me, when x is the rational, then what is the value of f of xn?
xn.
Xn. And xn we know, we assume xn is going to 0. So this is also going to 0. This is nothing but f of 0. So it is true. So if you take xn is a irrational sequence, then what is the value of f of xn? That is minus xn, because xn goes to 0, so minus xn will also goes to 0. That is same as f of 0. So this function is continuous at x equal to 0 by sequential criteria. And here I didn't assume any single example of a sequence. I am taking general sequence. For whatever sequence you will take, that proof will work. The same we can prove even by epsilon delta definition also. In that case, it is very easy to prove if you use epsilon delta definition. So let us do by epsilon delta definition. So we have to prove that at x equal to 0, the limit is 0, and that is f of 0. So what we have to prove that for continuity, x goes to 0, f of x equal to f of 0. If you are able to prove this, f of 0 is nothing but 0. If you show that its limit at 0 is 0, then this means the function is continuous by using epsilon delta definition. So anyway, this is the proof I already gave by sequential method. Now I am doing by epsilon delta definition. So fx minus L fx equal to, it can take value x, or it can take value minus x. I am writing just both the cases. It's not a proper way to write. Minus L value is 0, this mod. So what is the mod of this? Even both the case, it will remain mod of x. Yes or no? Even if it is plus x or it is minus x, mod will remain mod x. That means either x is irrational
Yes.
or irrational, that is, doesn't matter. It will remain mod x. So if it is less than epsilon, then what is the value of delta? Can anyone tell me what is the value of delta? Delta will be this, x minus x0 is less than delta. What is x0?
Rational or irrational?
0.
What is
Zero.
x0? X0 is 0.
Delta is
Zero.
less than 1.
That means mod
Delta.
x is less than delta. So when you choose epsilon and delta equal, then whenever x minus x0 is less than delta, fx minus L will automatically less than epsilon. So that means this function is continuous at 0 by epsilon delta definition.
Sir, how is a delta and epsilon equal? They are may be different, na? May be different.
Yeah, maybe different. You can choose delta anything less than epsilon, like
Yes, sir.
minimum less than that, anything you can choose. So I choose epsilon equal to delta. Even less than that also it will work.
Yes, sir. At some point, in particular point, delta is equal to epsilon na, in this.
To equal epsilon by 2, that will also work. Yes. So this
Yes,
function
sir.
is continuous. So here is some property of a continuous function. If two functions are continuous, its sum, like if you add two continuous functions, its sum will remain continuous. If you product, then will also continuous. Mod of that function will also continuous. Even the ratio division, provided that the value of the function g is non-zero for all x, then also it is continuous function. So by using this property also you can tell this function is continuous or not. and composition of two function is also continuous function, and these are some function which are always continuous, like polynomial function, rational function of this form, like g is non-zero, sine, cosine, exponential function, all are continuous function. So if you see such type of function, you can directly write in the exam, we know this is polynomial, so it is continuous, no need to check by epsilon definition. But in exam, one question I am saying it will definitely come, and in that question it will be clearly written, using epsilon delta definition prove this or check the continuity. So in that case you cannot use any other method, even you know or not know, you have to use epsilon delta definition only.
Case
Now the
one,
next,
how you are saying
yes,
that in the case one, how you are
which
saying
case?
that x naught is not equal to 0?
I am assuming it is not equal to 0, then only these both quantity are not equal. If it is not 0, then we can say that this is not equal, and in that case only it is not continuous. But if it is 0, then what will happen? So in that case I proved by this, I proved by even epsilon delta definition also, it is continuous at 0. This both quantity x naught and minus x naught will be equal when? If x naught equal to 0. So for that case we cannot say. But if it is not equal, then we can clearly say this is discontinuous. So that's why we have separated two cases. Now the next, this result, based on that, one question will definitely come in the exam. One question will definitely come by using this epsilon delta definition, and one is this one, these two results. So what result is saying that if function is continuous from AB to R, the domain is given AB to R, and the value of the function at A and at B, if you do the product, it is negative. That means the FA and FB have the opposite sign. The product is negative means either FA is positive, FB is negative, or FA is negative or FB is positive. Both cannot be positive, because if both are positive, product can never be negative. Both cannot be negative also, otherwise product will become positive. So they have opposite sign. This FA into FB negative means FA and FB has a opposite sign. Which one have positive, which one have negative, we don't know, but they have the opposite sign. Then what this result says that there exists element C in this interval AB, not A and not B, inside that interval, excluding the boundary, such that the functional value at that point will be 0. So I will just give the pictorial version of this. Suppose this is one point A and this is the point B, and I have a one continuous function. Continuous function means without breaking, can you draw this function or not? This is not a proper. So this one is the function f of x. So from here you can say that the value of the function at A, f of A, it is negative or positive. This is a comma f a, this point.
Negative.
And this
Negative.
and this a comma f.
Negative.
So yeah, so if one is negative, one is positive. So the product of f a and f b is negative. So in that case, the function must cut the x-axis. That means f of c is 0. So this is the c. And that will happen only when the function is continuous, because it is negative, it is positive. So you cannot draw a line, or you cannot draw a continuous function from a comma fa to b comma fb without cutting the axis, because it will definitely cut the axis, because it is a continuous function. You cannot draw continuous function from a comma fa to b comma fb. So if you draw, it will definitely cut somewhere. Where it will cut, we don't know, but it will definitely cut the x-axis at some point C. This is one picture. The another we can draw, like if this is positive and that is negative. So in this example, this is A, that is positive, and this is B, it is negative. So if you start drawing the continuous function, if you go up to this B comma FB, then definitely it will cut somewhere in between A and B, and that point the function value will be 0, because this is x-axis. And that is called intermediate value property of a continuous function. So how we'll use, we'll see some example also. So the another extended version of this intermediate, this result is this one. So this is the main result. By this we can prove that the intermediate value theorem. So this result is clear or not? If the function have one side positive, one side negative, continuous function, then in between it will definitely cut the x-axis. Whenever it will cut the x-axis, that means the function value will be 0.